It's Monday, August 4th, and it's time for a Q&A. We have two questions today. Both of them are kind of going to be a deep dive. I love both of them. First one, Sherry asks, is a half cup oats with blueberries, banana, and pumpkin seeds okay? We're going to talk about what okay means, um, and what might be some better alternatives. And then Jean asks where my energy comes from. And oh my gosh, don't even get me started. So, if you're seeing me for the first time, I'm Elizabeth from Happy, Healthy, and Hot. I'm a 58-year-old, well, for another week and a half, 58-year-old double certified health and weight loss coach, author, content creator, and three-time finalist at the Maximum Cover Girl competition. In my 50s, competing with women mostly in their 20s and 30s because it is time to tell a new story about aging. Women of all ages deserve to be seen, heard, and admired. And I love doing these Q&As because I can get a little deeper dive and give you some real life answers. Hopefully some strategies that you can take and run with. And if you are following me for the health and weight loss information, which seems to be why a lot of people find me in the first place, please know that I have so many resources for you. And the best place to start that pulls it all together for you is my latest book, Happier, Healthier, and Hotter: High Protein, Low Calorie, Bikini Friendly Recipes. I will drop a link in the caption. It's an immediate digital download, $21. It is 50 high protein, low calorie recipes made from real food ingredients that you can grab at your local grocery store. But it also pulls together all of my best weight loss strategies, the ideas that have helped my clients lose 10 to 35 pounds and keep it off eating real food. And it's the same things that I do on a regular basis to stay lean, even now, 5 years post-menopause. At an age where women have been conditioned to cover up, shrink back, slow down, kind of become invisible, I have never felt more vibrant and alive. So, and I want everyone to feel this way. And the strategies that I share here are pretty universal. They work for men, they work for women, all ages. So let's dive into this first question from Sherry, who asks, is 1/2 cup oats with blueberries, banana, and pumpkin seeds okay? So, sure, it's okay. But if you're looking to lose weight, it's not really helping you. And I'm assuming that's why you're asking. So I did a little math to break this down for you. And I want to point out, I guess the first thing that I want to say is that just because the food is quote unquote healthy does not mean it's healthy for you. It also doesn't mean that it's supporting weight loss. So there's some amazing, delicious, nutrient dense foods, but that are maybe very caloric that just may not be the best thing when you're on a weight loss journey, or in some cases, a food that's healthy might be still difficult for you to digest or something. So let's talk about this breakfast. So a 1/2 cup of oats, that comes in, assuming like oatmeal cooked, comes in at 150 calories. There's about 5 grams of protein in there. It's not the most complete protein. Um, she just said blueberries and banana. I'm going to assume it was a whole banana. That's 100 calories. And we're just going to say 1/2 cup of blueberries. That's another 40 calories. Fruit's great. Love fruit. And then pumpkin seeds, assuming it was only 2 tablespoons, that would add another 95 calories and 4 grams of protein. So we're looking at a grand total of 9 grams assuming this is for breakfast, 9 grams of protein. Like that's not just scratching the surface for close to 400 calories. So let's talk about the oats first. Oatmeal is a super popular breakfast. It's, Quakers going around saying it's heart healthy. Um, so oats are gluten-free, although some of them still do contain trace amounts of gluten depending on where they were processed. But here's the thing. Yes, they're gluten-free. Yes, oatmeal is a super popular breakfast. First of all, the highly processed oats, a lot of people use the instant stuff, highly processed, all types of crap added to them. Please, just say no to that. Um, but oats in general, they're still a grain. So if grains are inflammatory for you, they are for me. I don't eat oatmeal at all. I don't eat grains at all. I don't eat bread. I don't eat pasta. It's not just gluten-free. A lot of gluten-free, if you're looking for the gluten-free bread and pasta and stuff, most of it's crap. It's still very caloric, very processed carby. None of these things are doing you any favors. I'm not saying oatmeal is terrible. It's not terrible. I choose not to eat it. But 5 grams of protein from the oats and 4 grams of protein from the pumpkin seeds is not enough protein. Blueberries and bananas are great. Just bear in mind, blueberries are really nutrient dense. I always have frozen blueberries on hand. They are packed with antioxidants. Those deeply pigmented fruits and vegetables just are, have so much to offer. I don't know that we need 2 servings of fruit with our breakfast. Again, it depends on your caloric needs and everything else. Bananas aren't bad. I'm not anti-banana, but just bear in mind they are going to pack on more calories and carbs at the starchier fruit. Um, let's talk about something, what I would choose instead of this to give me way more protein and actually less calories. Because if you're looking to lose weight, here's the magic formula that nobody is telling you as simply as this. Here it is. Increase protein, decrease calories, boom. There. So to lose weight, we need to be in a calorie deficit. We need to be taking in less than we're burning off. And you can't out exercise a poor diet. So the best way to get into calorie deficit is first to reduce the calories that you're putting into your mouth. But if you don't have enough protein, you're going to lose not just fat, you're going to lose your lean body mass, which is not a good look, but more importantly, it's not good for your health. So when you're consuming plenty of protein while you're getting in a calorie deficit, you're going to maintain that lean body mass. You're going to find cravings go away. You're more energized, more satiated, better mental clarity, all of the things. So here's what I'll give you a couple ideas for things you could have for breakfast instead. First thing that comes to mind for me, one of my all-time favorites, I've posted on Instagram and Facebook so many times, 2 eggs scrambled with 1 cup of cottage cheese. Right there, that gives you 40 grams of protein, only 300 calories. And then I wouldn't go with 2 fruits. I just have the blueberries, half cup of blueberries, another 40 calories. We are talking 340 calories, 40 grams of protein. Yes, please. You could also add in the daily raw carrot it's going to be like 25 calories for balanced hormones, glowing skin, and a snatched jawline. Because remember, we're meant to chew our food. So that would bring the grand total up to 365 calories around and still 40 grams of protein. Say you don't like cottage cheese, totally cool. First of all, in my latest cookbook, there are a bunch of egg bake recipes where the cottage cheese is blended into eggs. You don't know there's cottage cheese there, but it does boost the protein because 2 eggs alone just aren't giving you the protein you need. But another option, I have a great turkey breakfast sausage recipe in my cookbook, which tastes like the most delicious breakfast sausage, but without all the crap. It's literally just a few simple ingredients. So that with eggs is great. You can have breakfast leftovers, so many things, but I'd be aiming for at least 30 grams of protein at every meal. This is what we need to activate muscle protein synthesis. And if you find yourself wanting to snack at night, you feel like, gosh, I have plenty of food, but I still want to pick, chances are your protein needs aren't being met. So go back and count up the protein you consumed over the course of the day. Chances are it's low. So, Sherry, I hope that helps you. I'm not bashing your breakfast. Again, so many times foods are considered healthy, but it doesn't mean they're supporting weight loss. We need to watch our portions. We need to watch the calories, the protein, all of the things. And the next question came from Jean. Said, where does your energy come from? Oh, so many good places. So, let's start with physical energy. My food, the way I eat, keeps me high energy. I am prioritizing protein and produce. I talk about this every day. I build my meals around high quality protein dense foods like beef, fish, eggs, poultry, some low fat dairy like the cottage cheese. I fill in with colorful fruits and veggies. So this keeps me lean, physically energized, greater mental clarity. I don't have cravings, so I don't crave all the sugar again. That's going to lead to the crashes. So that definitely gives me steady energy throughout the day. Prioritizing sleep. It's not always perfect. Nobody's sleep is, but certainly getting not just enough sleep, but quality sleep by putting your phone down, getting more natural light in your eyes, watching your caffeine consumption. I don't consume caffeine. Like I generally cut myself off from caffeine 12 hours before I plan to go to bed. Because caffeine is a half-life of 6 hours, a quarter life of 12 hours. So physical energy comes from the way I eat, in working on my sleep, workouts. I find walking actually energizes me. It's it just gives me a little boost of mental energy and physical energy. But then there's also my energy, my enthusiasm, my vibrancy, my zest for life. And that comes from so many things. It comes from being so excited about the life that I'm creating that I can't wait to get out of bed in the morning. Can't wait to go for my walk, do my journaling, have my coffee, snuggle with my little fur babies, work out, spread my message with the world. I am fired up. Does this mean life is perfect every single day? Absolutely not. Does this mean hard shit never happens? Again, no. But I am so lit up and passionate, excited about what I'm doing. That gives me an additional boost of energy, positive energy. I love lifting other people up. I love creating content. I love what I'm doing right now, dancing in a bikini, counting down to my 59th birthday. I'm doing that for myself, not for anybody else. I love creating pretty spaces in my home. I love cooking and eating delicious food. I love laying in the sun, feeling the warm sun all over my body. I love showing off my beautiful body. I had somebody ask, why do you show your body all the time? I'm proud of this body, not just of the way it looks, of the strength it has. I'm proud that I've sculpted my booty. I'm proud that I've put on muscle post menopause at a time when people tell you it can't be done. Oh, yes, it can. Yes, it can. So, my energy comes from I'm taking care of myself, body, mind, spirit, all of the things. So, I'm going to jump. Today is a very full day. Thank you so much for being here. Drop your questions for my next live in the comments. I will absolutely link my cookbook in the caption. And I hope you have the most fabulous Monday.